Once upon a time, there were two worlds. One was a world torn by endless war, where strong lands devoured weak, and peace was a distant dream. Eventually, only a few great realms remained, glaring at each other across brittle borders. But then came a great king, one who would change this world forever.
We'll be arriving shortly, Mr. President.
What in the world? Chapter 1: The Fall of the House of Tildrum.
My lord, the preparations are complete.
Excellent. Then let us begin.
What was that?
What happened?
I'm Evan Petty Whisker Tildrum, King of Ding Dong Dell. Who are you?
Never mind who. The question is where. Huh? Well, now. Would you look at that?
Stay where you are! Wait!
This is too easy. Just have to take
Halt!
that little...
Intruder! You will go no further! Guards! Seize him!
Hey!
What was that noise?
In there!
That'll teach me to get trigger happy. They're not here to protect you. Get back.
Right! Tutale! Tutale!
Looks like the end of the road.
Sorry, Evan. I came as quickly as I could.
Who was that, Nella?
That was the Black Knight.
There you are, Your Majesty. Much as it pains me, I'm afraid I must ask you to relinquish your life.
Mausinger?
It is terribly unfortunate, I concede, but your illustrious line ends here, today. There is nowhere to run. Come quietly, and you shall not suffer long.
I'll hold him off for as long as I can. Get out of here. Go, now.
But, Nella...
Just go. You are the kingdom's last hope, Evan. You cannot die here.
Nella!
What in the...
I have you now.
Look out!
Nella!
No!
Nella!
Damn it.
Wake up, Nella. Please wake up.
Evan, you'll be a wonderful king.
But...
No one could ever replace your mother. But in our time together, I've come to think of you as...
I know, Nella. I know.
I had hoped I would live to see it. To see you grow into the ruler I know you will be.
But... I can't do it. Not without you. I can't.
Of course you can. You have a good heart, Evan. I can see it. You'll be the kindest king, with the happiest subjects there have ever been.
Aranella!
You have to be strong, Evan. You have to build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
Nella? No. Nella! Don't leave me! Nella! 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 I'll do it. I'll try. For you, Nella. We'll build a new kingdom where everyone can be happy.
I hear something! This way! Is it them?
Evan, we have to leave.
Nella!
Oakenheart, Kingmaker of Ding Dong Dell, has recognized me as the rightful ruler of this realm. I stand before you, your new king!
What's going on here?
Oh! What did I ever
do to you, I ask? Oh, my goody goodness! Oh! You rotten devil of a thing, you!
Evan, come on.
It's coming back! Gosh! What in the...
Oi, you two! You can see my little lovelies, can't you? Why not have them lend you a hand? Now, get the plate. Pass it gently. Yes, good. Gentle. Dear, pass another one now. Yes, that's good.
This doesn't look good.
What are they? Ah!
'Twas nice to make your acquaintance. Mistress Tani!
What are you doing? Taking the law into your own hands, eh? The boss will love that. You were all set to play judge, jury, and executioner, then drag their bodies back to claim the reward, weren't you? Go on, I dare you to deny it.
Well, now, I never. That is.
I thought as much, but what happens to them isn't your decision. It's Batu's. Now take them back to base before I tell him you've forgotten who's in charge.
Yes, miss.
What should we do?
We'll wait for an opening and run.
All right, you two, take this lot back to base. I'm going to scout around a bit more. The wyverns are on the prowl again. Don't worry, the boss is a reasonable man. Most of the time. How could he not be? He's my dad.
What?
Oi, matey!
What?
Oi, says I!
So, what do we have here?
Then I'll put an end to war and misery. I'll unite all the kingdoms in peace.
What's that now? Not just a king indeed, but the king of the whole blessed world, eh, lad?
If that's what it takes, I have to try. And I can't stop trying until everyone is able to live happily ever after. So I can't let it all end here. I just can't.
Silence, ye mangy curs! You were saying, lad?
If I can't repay my debt to Tani, I don't deserve to be king. I don't deserve to live. So kill us if you must. But at least give us a chance to save her first. And if we do, grant us safe passage to the king's cradle.
So that's your game, eh?
Yes.
All right, sunshine. You've got yourself a deal.
brings you here?
Huh?
Careful.
Huh? It's you! The little boy from before! What are you doing here?
Little boy? You can't be much older than me.
All right. Keep your hair on.
Evan. My name is Evan.
And I'm Roland.
Evan and Roland, eh? Well, thanks for coming to the rescue. I didn't have either of you down as the reckless type, but you must be to have come here. Speaking of which, why didn't that grizzled old coward Batu come and get me himself?
We made an agreement. In return for securing your freedom, he promised to grant us safe passage to the king's cradle.
Really? He said that? Ha! I knew it! I knew he'd take a shine to you. You've got that same twinkle in your eye.
I most certainly do not.
You most certainly do too. It's like you can both see something. Something no one else can. Hey everyone, I'm home!
Tanny? She's back!
Tanny's back!
What, you say? So she is.
Back safe and sound, boss.
Aye.
Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum, thou hast proven thyself worthy. A kingmaker shall be thine.
Oh! Ta-da!
So, where is it?
Oi! Don't be here, man! Come on, come on! There's beautiful! Right-o, right turn! And that's us joined forever!
Good.
That night, the Sky Pirates celebrated Evan and his friend's success into the wee small hours. They all agreed that Evan was a fine young man indeed, and that he would make an even finer king. And then, morning came.
Gosh.
Evan! You mean to become king of this here world, is that not so?
Yes?
Well, now there's a thing. I see something in ye, and I'm not the only one.
What are you doing?
The men of Cloudcoil Canyon do hereby swear fealty. We serve you now, your majesty.
Huh? Gosh.
So it was that the very sky pirates who had once sworn to take Evan's life now swore to devote their own lives to serving him. And with this fledgling following, he took his first steps on the long road to ruling the world. Evan and his motley crew of would-be kingdom builders turned their gaze eastward to the Heartlands. These verdant plains were as yet unclaimed by any nation. But would they prove a fitting place for Evan's promised kingdom? Chapter 3. The Town That Tempted Fate.
At last, it is time.
What number will she roll? Low number 1. Please be a 1.
I can hardly bear to look.
Lady of Fortune, may luck be on our side this month. Ha!
Is it?
Do not be alarmed. The creature will leave you when your debt is paid.
Watch this. If I press the 1, we get a 1. And if I press the 5, a 5. Now 2. Beginner's luck.
Oh, cheeky beggars!
Gosh.
So that's it.
So, which will it be?
Red.
Time to put our little plan into action.
Let us begin.
That's impossible!
Even the evidence is judged to be false. Lady Luck has spoken.
Right, oh, Your Majesty?
Ha!
What is happening? The die. Something is wrong with the die.
Which brings us to the crux of the prosecution's case, that Master Pugnacious knowingly manipulated Lady Luck.
What? No!
Yeah, with this remote control thingy.
What's that?
It's the Kingmaker, Longfang.
He doesn't look happy.
Longfang? Here in the city? But why?
Master Pugnacious, your right to rule has been tested and found wanting. My plan is complete. Your king's bond is mine!
Wait! Look.
I smells a smell on the wind. That of progress. Seems the mangy dolls got tired of twiddling their thumbs.
I've decided to call our kingdom Evermore. Well, what do you think?
Oi! Listen up, ye mangy curs. King Evan's got a rousing speech for you. Pay attention.
Huh? Thank you all. Building our new kingdom won't be easy, but we will build it. A beautiful, bountiful kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
Wow.
I want you all to join me on this journey. The road ahead may be a long one, but at the end of it, there is hope.
So the people who had heeded Neil's call and flocked to the Heartlands set about building their new nation. And Evermore took its first faltering steps on the road to becoming a kingdom. A kingdom where everyone could live happily ever after, just as Aranella had wished. Or so they hoped. Chapter 4. Ferdinand, Mighty Ferdinand.
Look at this place!
Silence in the library. Shh. We'll have no rubberneckers here. You'll need the proper accreditation before I let you touch my bookie wookies, yes?
Let's begin, shall we? I've gathered you. Evan proposes that we create a country without war. I'd like to talk about the concrete measures we'll need to take in order for that to happen. First and foremost, we'll need to sign a treaty with the other major nations of the world, effectively forming a single, united realm. We propose to call this treaty the Declaration of Interdependence. I've taken the liberty of drawing up a preliminary version.
The Declaration will be our banner, the cause for which we fight.
I like it! But won't that Dollarin idiot be trying to mess things up in other countries, like he did in Goldpaw?
We think that's highly likely, yes. But we can't worry about that right now. All we can do is visit each nation in turn and try to convince them to sign up.
You're really thinking of doing this? You realize it's a fool's errand now, don't you?
What do you mean?
Sure, this plan of yours is a noble one and a fine banner for an up-and-coming kingdom to unite under. But you're about as likely to get all the nations of the world to sign your little pact as I am to grow a third blasted leg.
Don't say that. We can do this.
Says the man who just strolled in from who knows where. Don't you be putting these daft ideas in their heads.
And what would you know about running a country, huh?
Stop it! I don't know if we can do this. But it doesn't matter. I want to do it anyway.
You what now?
I've realized something. Now that we've been to all these places and met all these people, I don't just want to do it for Nella. I want to do it for myself. For all of us. I really do want to make a world where everyone can be happy. And I don't care if we might not succeed. That's no reason to give up.
That's right.
Of course, it won't be easy getting all of the countries of the world to sign our agreement. But if there's even a chance of success, I have to try. And I'll need all of your help to do it.
How can a man say no to such a speech, lad? I'm with you, Your Majesty. Come what may.
Better start with an easy one first, huh? I reckon gold paw sign up, man.
Yeah, provided Pugnacious isn't the grudge-bearing type.
Good. Then it's decided. We will unify the world, just as Ferdinand once did. Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled. United we stand as one single land.
And so Evan and his friends unfurled the Declaration of Interdependence, the banner under which they would try to unite the world. Their first ally found, they set out to secure another, the maritime realm of Hydropolis.
You are next. Brine Skimmer of Hydropolis.
Chapter 5: The Sea Queen's Curse. And just like that, Evan had found himself the finest boat builders in all the land, and some timber worthy of their expert attention. Eager to get to work after their recent ordeal, the men of Capstan set about putting together a ship fit for a king. And before long, a magnificent vessel that no wave could hope to topple was all but ready to set sail.
Oh my!
Blimey!
I will never understand why the people love you so, Leander. Weak, insipid man. But love you they do. Without you, I would be nothing. That is what they whisper, is it not?
Without you, our nation would be nothing, Your Majesty. I, above all others, know this. But the people cannot know this. Foreign powers cannot know this. If they did...
If they did? Then what, exactly?
Then your life would be in danger. Malign forces would plot your downfall. This is the way of power. So I put myself forward. If the people see me, deal with me, they can only become discontented with me, can only wish to harm me.
So all that you do for your queen. You would give your life for her without a moment's hesitation, yes?
Not without reason, Your Majesty. But if it might prolong your life for a single second, that would be reason enough. Such a death would bring honor upon me, upon my entire line.
Insipid you may be, but you are occasionally amusing.
You are too kind, Your Majesty.
Alright! Wedding scene, take one! And... action!
Look!
Is he?
Proposing. Tanny?
Yes, Evan? Oh, just get on with it, will you? It's make-believe, remember?
Yes, of course. I can bear it no longer. I care not a jot if love be forbidden. My feelings for you cannot be tamed. I must scream it from the rooftops.
That's it. Go on.
Will you... will you marry me?
Was that the rite of the ring? A marriage proposal? In broad daylight? Surely not. If Master Leander finds out, they will rot a year in jail.
Oh, everybody's looking.
Focus, Tanny! Time for your close-up! Take the ring, big ring, and...
Well, Evan, you know what comes next. Spit it out.
I Love you.
What was that, man? Project, boy, project! You are not in a cupboard, you are on the stage! Now pucker up, my boy. Time to go in for the kill.
Oh, no, you don't, lad. That's my daughter, curse ye.
You there, you two! You are under arrest for the crime of public affection.
About time.
There's no use denying it. Her Majesty witnessed the entire sorry affair. Come with me.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty, it is I, Leander! Please, you must come to your senses!
It is too late for that, I'm afraid. Your queen is gone. Henceforth she shall be my puppet, nothing more.
You will return her to me now!
Tell me, why do you even care? Her people think little of her. She is powerless, weak, unloved.
Hydropolis would be nothing without its queen.
And why is that?
Even were I inclined to tell you, you would not understand.
So be it. Then I would ask that you do as your queen did and surrender your feeble spirit to me.
I surrender to none but Her Majesty!
Leander?
Is she coming around?
This has gone on long enough. Your kingdom is doomed. But then beauty never lasts.
Brine Skimmer, then the King's bond truly is broken.
You heard the man, man. No King's Bond, meaning we've got ourselves a Kingmaker to clobber.
One day, Leander, one day we will marry, and you will be my king. We will rule together. Promise me.
I promise. I promise that I will marry you, that I will always protect you, that I will never leave your side.
Do you swear it? On your life?
I do, Your Majesty. I do.
Oh, Leander, I love you.
How could I forget? It is my most cherished memory. And the reason I gave my life to you in service.
But that was not what I asked of you. I ask that you become my husband, my king.
But the law of Hydropolis forbids it. I could not become king. I cannot.
Do not pretend, Leander. You know better than any man of this realm. Whosoever possesses the ether possesses the right to rule. It was the first king of Hydropolis who brought it back with him, and with it claimed his crown.
But surely one such as I cannot...
Who better? Who else has guarded this realm more vigilantly? Cared for it more faithfully? As queen, I can accept no other. You must marry me. I command you.
But your majesty... I cannot.
Why? For the sake of the kingdom? The hallowed realm over which we have watched for so long. If we are joined in marriage, then all must end. Time cannot repeat itself. Hydropolis must fade.
Yes, and I cannot allow that to happen.
Let go, Leander. This realm may fade, but another will soon blossom in its place. New life, a new kingdom. It should have happened long ago. But I could not let it. I had to have one last day by your side. Again and again.
Your Majesty...
But it is time at last. I am ready, Leander. The wheel must turn again for Hydropolis. And if it brings our destruction, then so be it. It also brings truth.
Your mind is made up, then?
It is. So come.
I will.
The preparations for our union will begin at once, but you need not remain to oversee them. I hereby release you from your duties. You are free. These travelers have need of your aid. Go with them. Forget the concerns of our kingdom for a time.
Truly?
Truly.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled.
United we stand as one single land.
The pact is sealed. Our nations stand together. And now I must bid you farewell. Pray take care of my betrothed until his return.
We will. That is, assuming you're still happy to join us, Leander.
Of course. I only hope that I may be of use.
I'm sure you will be.
Evan had freed Queen Nerea from Doloran's wicked clutches. And for his troubles, he had succeeded in adding another nation to his burgeoning union. With it came a great asset, Leander, whose wisdom would surely prove vital in Evermore's continued development.
My inventions will change the world. I'll finish the perpetual fission reactor if it's the last thing I do.
Zip, please.
I don't care what it costs.
Chapter 6: The Price of Power.
Look!
What is that thing?
It appears to be an airship of some sort.
Look at the face on it!
We're ready when you are, Bracken. Just say the word.
Thanks, Trey. Maybe now you'll listen, Zip.
For too long, the President has been working us like slaves to get his perpetual fission reactor finished. But we have a message for him. We are not your slaves, Zip.
We're not slaves! We're not slaves!
We demand workers' rights. We demand fair treatment. We've had it with being worked half to death. No more reactor. No more overtime.
We're not slaves! We're not slaves!
Sounds like I'm gonna have to let some people go.
What's that light?
Now you see what happens to those who defy me!
Finally decided to make an appearance, huh, Mr. President?
What a disappointment to see you leading this ragtag resistance. You know, I expected better of you, Bracken.
I expected better of you, too. Have you forgotten what we said when we started out? We promised to make the world a better place, remember?
And we will! The perpetual fission reactor will change the world forever! And the future will be mine to define!
Even if it means trampling over everybody who helped you make it this far? You used to care about us. You used to be a leader people could trust. But that's all gone. Now it's progress or nothing, no matter the cost. When did you get so broken?
I'm the broken one? Look at yourselves, stuck in the past, left behind by the march of progress. I don't need you anymore.
It is time.
Do you really think you can stop me? Well, let me tell you something, friend. Anybody who stands in my way gets atomized! Okay, listen, everybody. We've brought a string of hit products to market that have changed the world forever. And thanks to all of your hard work, now we've built this too, our revolutionary new campus, the Treehouse. And that's not all the good news. We just added our 315,639th team member, which means we're not a company anymore. We're a nation in our own right. Soon, we'll be the biggest and best this world has ever seen. Just one last push. Are you with me?
Woo, yeah! We're with you, Zip! Vector! Vector! Vector!
What a day. A company that started out in a shack got big enough to build this place. Got so big that it became an actual country. He had a vision for the treehouse. He wanted to build a place where people could live happy and work happy. And dang it if he didn't do just that. I had my doubts, you know. He was a different person back then. He had a...
Can't wait to get the crystal battery up and running. This thing's gonna be a game changer for the energy business. The technology we build here today will make a better tomorrow for everybody. I can feel it. Someday soon, the world will finally understand my vision. We're not giving up until that day comes. Hey, I couldn't have done it without you guys. This was a team effort. Don't forget that. I know I won't. Soon, we'll be the biggest and best this world has ever seen. Just one last push. Are you with me? Why was I...
There's one last memory I want to show you. Please. You have to remember who you used to be. You have to bring the old Zip back.
So I stayed up all night making this for you? How about that, huh? A custom leg made just for you by the world's greatest engineer. You're gonna love it.
This isn't my leg. I want my leg. I want my...
No, I get it, Bracken. I get that you're upset, but we're engineers. We solve humanity's problems. We use technology to help people. That's our purpose. That's what we do. Now, do you really want a little thing like this to stop you from fulfilling that purpose? We solve humanity's problems, and we solve each other's too, right? You lose a leg, I make you a new one. I lose a hand, well, you know, I hope you do the same for me.
Oh, Zip.
And this leg, it's not just a machine. I put my heart and soul into it. It's a part of me.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm your boss. It's my job.
Look, Zip, look at it! You've seen the things we can do these days. I could have upgraded it. I could have gotten rid of the leg you made me. But I would never do that. This leg? This leg is what gave me the courage to carry on. What got me where I am today. You were the best engineer, the best boss, the best friend anyone could have. You had a good heart. The best. You have to remember. You have to.
I remember now. I remember everything. What have I done?
Zip? It's you, isn't it? The real...
Bracken, I'm so sorry. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I ever would have remembered.
Everything's shaking!
Oh no! Bastion!
He's gotta be around here somewhere.
I think it's...
Not so fast.
Evan!
I understand now. A leader must be willing to give his life to protect his people. That's what Zip is planning to do, but I'm not going to let him. Not now. I won't run away. Not again. Not ever.
Evan? Oh, flippin' Eggman, I am buzzing. Here goes nothing. Woohoo!
Lofty! Is it really you? Amazing! You're amazing! Bastion doesn't stand a chance! Go on, Lofty! Show us your true power!
Huh? Ah, you're kidding! And there I was, just getting used to being big and long and handsome again. Knickers!
Hmm? Hey!
But I...
Don't deserve to run this country, huh? I think the people might have something to say about that.
President Vector, I came here originally to ask you something. You see, I'm trying to bring peace to our world. Real, lasting peace. But I will need your help to do it. Can I count on your support?
Oh, I'm sure we can come to some kind of an arrangement. We'd need a preferential trade agreement, of course. Do you guys have an official technology partner?
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled.
United we stand as one single land.
So he's looking to bring back this horned one, and you're looking to stop him?
Yes. And if we can join forces with the other kingdoms, we may just stand a chance.
I see. And out of the big players, there's only Ding Dong Dell left now, huh? That could be difficult.
Yes.
But I can tell by your face, you're not gonna back down. Luckily, we'll be right behind you. You have my word as president of Broadleaf.
Thank you so much.
You'll be going with our new friends, Bracken?
Yes, Mr. President. Just as you ordered.
But is that really all right? Bracken's awfully important to your kingdom, isn't she?
Sure, and she'll be important to yours too. I could hardly send some second-tier engineer to help our new partners now, could I?
You heard the man. I'll be on hand for all your mechanical and technological needs from now on. From hair clips to airships, I'm your gal.
So President Vector was freed from the grip of his obsession, and Broadleaf became the next country to sign up to the Declaration of Interdependence. And not only that, but Evan found a new friend in Bracken Meadows, whose endless inventiveness was sure to help Evermore flourish as never before. Only one great nation now remained. Ding Dong Dell.
This is what you need, right?
So, you managed to acquire it. Not that I expected any less. You are nothing if not dependable.
Yeah, that's me. We good to go then? Who's there?
Crikey!
Chapter 7. A Traitor in Our Midst.
Hey, you guys! Room for one more?
So, Roland, get up to much last night, did you? Meet with any interesting characters?
Last night? I don't know what you're talking about.
Spare us your lies. You're a traitor, man. Fixing to leave our little kingdom behind for bigger and better. Don't bother to deny it.
Roland? Surely not.
Surely so, lad. Or did ye think it a coincidence that our precious resources only go missing on this treacherous dog's watch? And what of the shady fella in the cloak he met with this past evening? Just an old pal come for a chinwag, was he? I'd like to hear ye explain that little lot away, Mr. President.
There must be some mistake. Mustn't there, Leander?
One should not rush to judgment on the basis of hearsay alone, but I must say this does seem somewhat irregular.
What?
There you have it. Now sling your hook before I sling it for you, you scurvy swine.
So that's how much trust I've earned, huh? Good to know. Maybe I would be better off someplace else. Someplace my talents will be appreciated.
He as good as admits it.
So long, Batu. Evan.
Roland, you can't!
Not even the slightest attempt to defend himself. One cannot help but wonder if Batu's suspicions were well-founded.
No!
Master Roland!
You. You're what?
Aye, that I am. Cumbish is the name. This gentleman was apprehended after being observed behaving suspiciously in our airspace. It is our belief that he is a spy. Curse you, you devils! Didn't I say already? I was looking for Master Roland.
For me? Why?
Forgive me, Your Honor. Seems I made a blunder.
You sure did. And why am I not surprised?
Now, Mr. Crane, to our test. Let us see where your allegiance truly lies. Dispatching one of your former allies should provide us with adequate proof that you are ready to serve a new master.
No. Listen here, you rat-faced swab, you.
Is something the matter? Surely you are capable of such a straightforward show of commitment? Or could it be that we have an imposter in our midst?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Let's just say I prefer to use my own methods.
Master Roland, no! We're shipmates! You can't just...
Sorry. It's nothing personal. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ah! Curse you for the traitor you are! Ah!
Well, happy now?
Happy enough. Oi!
Oh, just looking for something.
Something very special indeed. The Mark of Kings, if I am not mistaken. So it was hidden here all along. And hidden very well. Believe me when I say we searched long and hard. I am disappointed in you, Roland. To deceive one's professed master is most uncivil.
All's fair in love and war. Isn't that what they say?
Indeed it is. I am so very glad not to have believed you for a moment. Now, if you would be so kind as to hand over the mark.
I don't think so. This belongs to the king. My king. Of course, if you'll sign the declaration, I'll be happy to make you a trade.
You speak of your pathetic union, though I hardly think you are in any position to bargain.
Not interested, huh? Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Ha! To send a spy was most cunning. I must confess I had not thought your young protege capable of such subterfuge.
Well, he's not about to poison his rivals or anything, but he's coming along.
Very droll. But you of all people surely understand that no dream worthy of the name can be achieved without certain sacrifices being made along the way. It had to be done, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm sure you would. So what is this dream of yours exactly?
For too long, our kind have suffered at the hands of the Grimalkin. My dream is a simple one. To see our feline oppressors prostrate themselves at our feet.
Revenge, in other words.
Oh, call it what you will. It matters not. I have achieved my aim. A new era beckons. And my dream is now a reality.
Tell me something. If your kind were so downtrodden, how exactly did you wind up becoming King Leonard's chancellor?
Pah! He used me! I was the unwitting tool of my persecutor. A puppet chosen to make my people more compliant.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I am tired of listening to this man. We should kill him, here and now.
Very well. Men, forward!
Well, here goes nothing. That's right. Come and get me. Alrighty. This is where you come in. And off you go.
What's going on? Oh, that cheek!
And so at last the hour had come for Evan to return to Ding Dong Dell and convince King Mausinger to sign the Declaration of Interdependence. Bright-eyed, yet heavy-hearted, he prepared to take the final steps of the journey he had begun, what now seemed a lifetime ago. It was time to bring his dream of a united world one step closer to reality. Chapter 8. Land of My Fathers.
Master Evan? Oh, it is you. It really is.
Ratcha? Gosh, it's been so long. How are you?
Relieved to have found you, that's how. The guards were all talking about how you'd been spotted. Oh, I was petrified they might get to you first. You mustn't stay here any longer. King Mausinger has ordered your arrest.
Thank you for your concern. But I came here to speak with him, as one ruler to another. I mean to forge a union between our two kingdoms.
And how do you plan to do that? In case you haven't noticed, the borders are closed, and the entire country is cut off from the rest of the world.
I know, but... Can I ask you something, Ratcha? Is Ding Dong Dell better now? Are the rats and mice happy?
I think I know what's bothering you, but there's no need to worry, my dear. King Mausinger will come to his senses. He always hated injustice. That's why your father put his faith in him in the first place.
Really?
Oh, yes. Because he felt the same. And that's why he gave Mousefolk a chance, like no king of Ding Dong Dell had ever done before. Well, he made me his maid, didn't he? And Mausinger his chancellor. Such things were unheard of at the time.
But Mausinger believes that... He believes that my father simply used him in order to keep Mousekind under control.
Does he indeed? Then he's sorely mistaken. Your father near enough pulled his mane out trying to build bridges between our two peoples. It's just a shame you have to take an old maid's word for it. If only he could have told you himself. His diary would have been the next best thing, I suppose, but I'm afraid they laid it to rest alongside him.
Is that right? Thank you, Ratcha. You've been very helpful.
Glad to be of service, my dear. Just you be careful now, you hear?
Do you remember the day I made you my Chancellor, Mausinger? The other ministers,
were up in arms, but they dare not say so to my face. But I trusted in you. I could see the resolve in your eyes, the determination. You yearned to bury the differences between our kinds, just as I did. I trust in you still. I know that you will continue what we have started, and that you will succeed.
The line of the Tildrams ends here, today, at my hand. Oh, how long I have waited for this. Ding Dong Dell will never be yours! Never! Humiliated by 2 generations of the same accursed line. Damn you, Tildram, and all your kind.
We don't have to do this, Mausinger. I didn't come here to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Come, Your Majesty. You cannot simply bow to defeat. If you do not destroy these worms, our people will never be safe. They will never be free!
Free? Yes, we must be free!
But not like this. Don't listen to him.
Every last Grimalkin must die! Come, Oakenheart! Come to me! My kingspawn! Who are you?
I had thought this tedium would never end.
At last it is done, Master.
Vermine.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty. Even I must confess to feeling some small pang of guilt at having encouraged you to slay your dearest friend and patron. But you should not have so readily taken my word over King Leonard's. Those who claim that blood runs thicker than water grossly overstate the case, my beloved fellow mouse.
No!
In truth, your precious king was too nauseatingly good-natured to betray you, to contemplate anything so base as manipulating you into keeping our kind in check. And more fool him, as you are so very easy to manipulate.
Vermine. How could you?
How could I betray my master? How could you be so foolish as to ask such a question? And now, Lord Doloran, I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. My price was the kingdom, if you recall. I hereby claim it.
Yes, of course. You must be rewarded for your faithful service.
What? Oh.
Doloran, what have you done to him?
I have repaid the debt of a traitor, and not a moment too soon. This accursed kingdom. Not only was its ruler too pure-hearted to succumb to my corruption, even his closest aide proved immune to my advances. In the end, I was forced to settle for this contemptible worm. I have wasted so much precious time. But at last, my plan is complete. What a pity you will not be present to witness its glorious fruition!
Oakenheart! Has it really come to this?
Wait! You needn't do this alone. We'll fight him together.
It says... He believed in me. And I... What have I done?
Mausinger, my dearest friend.
Your Majesty,
Be still, Mausinger. I forgive you. Our two kinds have borne each other ill will since time immemorial. The rift between us could not be healed so easily. It was a distance that could only ever be closed one step at a time. But close it shall. One day, we will stand together, hand in hand at last, all thoughts of oppression consigned to history. And you, Mausinger, you will bring this about.
But, Your Majesty, why would you trust in one who had failed you so utterly, and whose hand you...
I always trusted you, old friend, and I always will. You see far, further than I ever could. You are a maker of plans, a doer of deeds, a true ruler. Yet there remains in you a lingering shadow of doubt. Doubt in others, born of doubt in yourself. A king must learn to trust his own judgment.
A king? You mean that you still think me worthy?
Who better to rule over the realm I love than one who loves it just as fiercely?
If it please you. Your Majesty.
It does. And now, I must be on my way. When next we meet, I would have you tell me the tale of a kingdom made great by its wise and benevolent ruler.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Farewell, Mausinger. I leave Ding Dong Dell in your hands. Do not fail me. Become a true king. Watch over the land we both love so well.
I will not fail you, old friend.
King Mausinger, I humbly propose that a pact be made between our realms. Will you sign the Declaration of Interdependence?
It is what your father would have wanted, for our two kingdoms to stand as one. And so it shall be.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Let us work together to make a better, more peaceful world.
You have come far, son of Leonard. I will gladly stand beside you, and I will make Ding Dong Dell a kingdom where all races can stand beside one another. The enmity of generations will divide us no longer. I salute you, Evan, Lord of Evermore.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled.
United
we stand as one single land.
And sure enough, Ding Dong Dell began to change from that day forth. No longer did catkind cower beneath the ground in fear of tyranny. Instead, the Grimalkins stepped out into the sun and saw their brother mice as if for the first time. And the hatred that had divided them for so long melted away like so much snow. Well, perhaps not entirely, but these things take time.
The time has come. All 4 king's bonds belong to me. At last, I shall have my heart's desire.
It's torn the very sea asunder.
Is that a kingmaker? If it is, it's the biggest I've ever seen. Gosh, just look at them all.
I'm not sure these weapons of theirs will be enough.
Surely I could have spared a few more. Have you seen the mechanical soldiers? So strange.
Indeed, unnerving even.
Out of my way, fish face!
Barbarian.
All right, let me explain how we're going to do this. The dimensional barrier created by the Horned One can only be eliminated if all 4 towers generating it are destroyed at the same time. Mess the timing up even slightly, and one tower will regenerate the other.
So each country can take down a tower apiece? Nice. Not having to work with the other armies will speed things up.
Indeed. We Hydropolitans have our own methods, and we fight at our own pace.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying? We need to take them all down simultaneously. Each tower is different. Each kingmaker is different. Without teams made up of specialists from each kingdom, we'll never take them out at the same time.
You expect us to work together? Impossible!
With foreigners? Never!
As if the task ahead were not difficult enough already.
I just can't see how this is the best use of our resources.
Help me out here, Evan.
Everyone! Listen! If the 5 nations cannot promise to work together, we have already lost. It is promises that make us strong. I may be a king now, but if it were not for my promise to Aranella, I would never have found the strength to rule. If it were not for my promise to Aranella, I would never have found the strength to build a new kingdom after being chased from my own. The promise I made? Well, you could say that it saved me. For a time, I thought I heard her speaking to me, begging me to avenge her. But I soon realized that it was my own voice. It was not something Nella would have ever wanted. I let my own thoughts of revenge cloud my reasoning. I almost forgot my promise. But I have grown. I have changed. I have built a kingdom, just as I swore I would. And I have met so many wonderful people. People who stood by me, who fought at my side. Yes, there were times when I wanted to give up, to break down and cry. But I didn't. Thanks to you, thanks to all of you. And now I want to fulfill my vow more than ever. To build a kingdom, no, a world, where everyone can live happily ever after. If we promise to work with one another, we can do this. If our nations are united, we can build a wonderful future for everyone. That's why we are fighting today. Why we have to keep fighting to the last. So please, make this promise for the future of our world.
Looks like our boy won the troops around. Good job.
Yeah. Amazing.
So the 5 great armies, stirred by Evan's heartfelt words, set off to face the Horned One. And sure enough, they agreed to work together. The soldiers of each country split into 4 forces, 1 for each of the towers.
Look!
You have done well to make it so far.
That's enough, Doloran!
This ceremony ends here and now.
Does it indeed? You mean that you do not share my vision, Roland? A vision of a better world? A pity. I had hoped that you, of all people, would understand.
Roland!
What did you do to me?
Me? Why, nothing at all. You have the Horned One to thank for this. It means to protect you, for if harm comes to either one of us, it comes...
You mean... you and Roland are... you are...
Yes, Leander. You see it now. See what others must be shown.
Doloran! I'm...
Do you see? We are connected. We are the same. Defeat me, and you defeat yourself.
He is correct, I am afraid. There are those in your world whose souls are inextricably linked with the souls of those in this one. The more power he has gained, the stronger his effect on you has become. This proves the connection.
But how can this... What does it mean?
It means you face a dilemma, boy. You have no choice but to join me, Roland. You know it, deep in your heart.
Oh, I have a choice, all right. I always have a choice. I'm a president, a king. And from the day I took my throne, I knew that if it came to it, if it would help my people, I would gladly give my life.
No! What?
Besides, if I can't kill you, you can't kill me either, right? If I die, you die.
Very true. Which is why, if you will not join me, I must banish you instead to a dimension where you will no longer be a danger to either of us.
Of course. I think I see now why I was brought here.
Please, enlighten us.
Your country, Allegoria, it was destroyed. And my country was destroyed too. You and I are the same. Two kings, with no kingdoms left to rule. So we were given a chance. One last chance to save our homes. But don't you see? The kingdom the Horned One has given you, it's not really the place you once ruled. I'm going to make you see. I'm going to defeat the Horned One and remind you who you really are.
Who I really am. You think you know me? You know nothing!
Enlighten me.
will delay my plans no longer.
Forward!
What in the... Is it over?
You're finished, Dalaran. Your plan has failed.
You'll never rule the world. Never!
Rule the world? You have read too many fairy tales, boy. The world was never my prize.
What?
It was a beautiful place, my home. A realm of peace and prosperity. I was the king of Allegoria. A young man handed the crown too soon. None loved my realm more than I, but I was conceited, arrogant. Our kingmaker was a being known as Alessandra. In strengthening our bond, I committed the greatest of all sins. I fell in love. And love between king and kingmaker is an offense against the will of the gods. As punishment, she was cursed to spend the rest of her days in the guise of the Horned One and cast along with Allegoria into another dimension. And so, I vowed to bring her back. She and my beloved kingdom. I set out to acquire all the king's bonds of our world, that I might use their combined power to reawaken Alessandra.
How did you know that was even possible?
The guise of the Horned One, you said. I take it the creature we see is but an outer shell within which Alessandra lies trapped. If so, the strength of the king's bonds might serve to reach that which lies dormant deep within, to reconnect king and kingmaker, and free her of her prison.
It is as you say. If Alessandra can be revived, Allegoria may yet rise from the ashes. And I shall have regained my beloved and my kingdom both. Now you know what it is I seek. Roland, if my realm were to be restored, yours too might return. You would be reunited with your family, with your son. Surely you would join me if such an outcome were your reward.
He can't! He won't! Not that way! Just because you would do anything to bring a loved one back, it doesn't mean you should.
What is happening to me?
That horrible black stuff comes from the horned one, you know. Dollar and Bayer's just been channeling it like. But it looks like it's finally getting the better of him. That Tory was infected by it from the start.
I will restore them. I must. Alessandra! Allegoria! Both shall live again!
You'd really do that? You'd destroy whole countries, steal countless souls, just to get what you want? You think that's love? Then you don't deserve to love. And you sure as hell don't deserve to be a king.
You would defy me. You are me. We want the same thing. You wish to be reunited with those you love, just as I do.
No, it's not that simple.
My crimes will be more than outweighed by the revival of Allegoria, by the return of all that has been lost. Rise, beloved kingdom! Live again! Alessandra, my love, you are free at last! What is the meaning of this? You are not my Alissa! But if she is truly lost, what will become of Allegoria? What will become of me?
Everybody all right?
I think so. Where are we?
Take that! 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 Take that
Alessandra. Is it...
It is, my love. But you did not free me from within the Horned One.
Hmm?
The Horned One was not born of the wrath of the gods as you had thought. I wanted to be with you. I wanted it so much that I gave up the power of the Kingmaker.
What?
Once freed, that vast, insatiable power gave rise to a monster. The Horned One.
No.
Do you know how Kingmakers are born? They are born when a soul is sacrificed in order that a great power may be tamed. In unbinding my soul, I unleashed that power. By abandoning it, I committed an unforgivable crime. A crime for which I was punished.
So you have not returned to me?
Forgive me, my love. I am that which sealed away the Horned One's power. Only through my sacrifice could the power which poured forth from him be contained.
Then, by unleashing him, I have undone what good you wrought.
No, my love. For a great evil has left the world. The Horned One is defeated. And so, my role in containing him has come to an end. My soul can be at peace, at long, long last. Thank you for never ceasing to love me. We will meet again, dear heart. Not in this world, but somewhere, someday. Goodbye, my love, my Doloran. Goodbye.
Alyssa, no. Not yet. Alyssa!
Doloran.
Alessandra is no more. Allegoria will not rise again. All that I have loved is lost. Roland, tell me, what great wrong did I do to deserve this? Was it in surrendering to love that I erred? Or in accepting a crown of which I was not worthy?
You did no wrong. You just did what you could to keep your love for Alessandra alive and save your kingdom. That's life. People do what they can, try to live as best they can. And then the tide of history comes and sweeps them all away. My country was swept away too. I tried to stop it. Tried to prevent the war that would end it all. But you can't hold back the tide. And so it rolled in.
I have an idea. Why don't we make a new Allegoria?
A what?
Huh?
If it can't be brought back, I mean, we can build a new one instead.
A new one?
We did it. We built a new kingdom from nothing. A kingdom where everyone could live happily ever after. It was small at first, but it grew and grew, and thanks to its wonderful people, it eventually became a great nation. You can do the same, Doloran.
You truly think this possible?
Maybe that's why I was brought here. The country Evan and I built together. It changed things for you, Doloran. For this whole world. No one needs to be a slave to the past anymore. Now we can look to the future.
Evan Petty Whisker Tildrum. You are yet young, but you are a great king indeed.
You really think so?
I will start afresh. I will build a new kingdom. For the sake of my departed subjects. For the sake of my beloved.
Hear, hear! We come before you today to make a solemn oath in the presence of all our peoples.
United we stand as one single land.
Well, Evan, see you around.
Goodbye, Roland.
I come before you, a true king at last. I, Ferdinand, have brought together the peoples of every nation under the heavens. The great work my beloved father began is finally complete, and the world stands united under a single banner. I hereby swear, in the name of King Evan, to safeguard this hard-won peace, for as long as I shall live.
And with that, my promise to Nella was fulfilled at long, long last.
We'll be arriving at the World Unification Summit shortly, Mr. President.
Thanks.
You seem happy.
Not really. We still have a mountain to climb. I can't imagine convincing all the nations of the world to sign up to this will be easy.
It's never been done before, I guess, but if you could pull it off, wow.
Oh, it's been done all right.
Really?
Sure. In a little country a long, long way from here.